Luigi.
Wow. Oh my god. And it's not there.
What I have here is a hot off the press Luigi's Mansion game disc.
Someone's gonna steal it.
It's gone.
Oh yeah.
It's gone.
Too bad you have nothing
Even
to
if you
play it
take
on.
pictures, you're not going to see the
I don't
game.
think
This is small, it can even fit in the palm of a child's hand. And in terms of memory, it can hold up to 1.5 gigabytes. And of course, its proprietary security is going to help protect against copying. So we're going to put this into the GameCube here.
Awesome.
See?
That load.
Virtually no load time at all there.
Look.
Now let's see if we can't get inside Luigi's Mansion. First we're going to get some advice from the doctor here by pressing the A button.
Oh, no, it was done. It's just being polished.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see these screens.
Oh wow.
Okay, we're inside the mansion. It's a little dark inside, so Luigi's using a flashlight. Now the most important feature of this game is going to be the control stick to move Luigi's direction. So if we're changing direction with that, what do we do for movement? And that's where we're using the C stick. And as you're using the C stick, it becomes more easy to use the R button. And that's used to control the vacuum. And of course we also have that turbo. Okay, let's go into this hallway here. Now just like Blue, the ghosts are going to appear behind Luigi. So you're going to use your light to shine it on them, startle them, and then the vacuum to suck them in. This is the basic idea of the game. Now if you shine the light on them too late, you're going to get startled. So the idea is to flash the light and at that moment suck them into the vacuum. This is the kitchen here. Now you can even suck up the mist from the refrigerator. You can suck up these mice too. I'm not very good at this game yet. So we're going to continue back through these hallways here. And again, if you shine the light too long on the ghost, it's just going to disappear. So we'll come back this way. The bathroom. Hey, you can even move the curtain here. Oh, it's Boo.
Got the original Boo. Great. That's what I was missing.
And if we try to suck the curtain from this side. Oh, we opened it, but
What a tease.
there's no one there.
The reflection. Watch the mirror. Watch the mirror.
Also in this game, we use the L button. You're not going to see these features on the version we have on the show floor tomorrow. So today's kind of a sneak preview. But see, you can spray water out like this. And it's analog, so you can spray a lot of water or just a little bit.
Why are you doing spray water?
Look at the light.
We're not using the other buttons a whole lot in this game. But you will be able to play this tomorrow on the show floor. So I hope you'll enjoy these kind of creepy lighting and shadow effects that we've put on the GameCube here. So take some time tomorrow to take a look at it.
It's so smooth.
Oh, there is one more thing about the controller.
Uh-oh.
I was forgetting that. This Game Boy Advance. As you know, it's going to be launched in the US next month. And this will be able to be used as a Nintendo Gamecube controller. Now, we're not going to give you any real concrete examples about that at this show. But as with the single pack multiplayer modes on Game Boy Advance, you're not going to need an extra cartridge to use it as a controller. So it's going to be very easy to use. We'll be showing you some new ideas with this at our next show, so you can look forward to that too. It sounds like Luigi's in back and he needs my help. I'll be back later, but I'm going to duck back there for now. Thank you.
When he referred to the next show, he did not mean next E3. He was referring to Space World Tokyo August. You're going to be seeing a lot more of what this is all about. So that's just a first look at what comes out of this incredible Nintendo GameCube. I'd now like Mr. Iwata to come back up and tell you a couple of the secrets about what's so special inside of the GameCube. Mr. Iwata.
There is one more important example of the Nintendo difference I would like to address. It has to do with how Nintendo GameCube was designed. I hope you will allow me a couple of minutes to explain. In 1996, when Mr. Miyamoto introduced Super Mario 64, many people said Mr. Miyamoto showed for the first time what real 3D games could look like. But at the same time, Mr. Miyamoto and his team became the first people to fully understand how difficult programming in 3D can be. 3D graphics certainly can be pretty to look at, but usually not so pretty to create. For developers, they are complicated, time-consuming, and very expensive. We say that game designers are often fighting against their own machines. And the more time they spend fighting machine, the less time they can devote to concentrating on what is really fun or unique about the project. And their struggle means added costs and profit concerns for publishers. With Nintendo GameCube, we wanted to help developers overcome these problems to create a truly developer-friendly console. Here's how. 3D pictures are created in what is commonly called a pipeline, with several different functions performed separately. It may be easier to think about this as a conveyor belt or an assembly line. Creating 3D graphics has always meant overcoming delays or bottlenecks in the technology. It is like having one person missing from the assembly line. All work will slow down or stop. Some manufacturers imply that they can overcome such bottlenecks simply with more powerful processors or faster graphics chips. But this is not so. All they do is make the assembly line run faster and cause the bottlenecks to happen sooner or more often. That's why Nintendo has never agreed to argue our technical specifications. We do not quote a figure for peak performance, as others do, because this only measures a machine's ability to draw a type of empty polygon that would never appear in a game. It is a meaningless number. Instead, we worked with world-class design partners, IBM, ATI, Gnosis, Matsushita, and NEC to design Gamecube, above all, to eliminate the troublesome bottlenecks. We did not concern ourselves with peak performance, but rather the constant, reliable performance, which is most important to game developers. The result is the most efficient and the most game-friendly console ever devised for 3D. In fact, we expect that in future generations of technology, this architecture will become an industry standard for all video game devices. The first example of this is the new Panasonic system designed for the Japanese market, which will incorporate the exact GameCube technology with CD and DVD devices. In real game terms, Nintendo Gamecube delivered the best performance ever. Developers aren't fighting this machine. They are loving this machine. Of course, it is up to the developers themselves to decide whether we have accomplished our goal. But I believe the following comments from 3 of the world's best game creators show that we are well on our way.
Technology people first got the demo of the specs and the layout, they were in utter shock. I can't believe this, it is so good.
What really excites us about the machine is how easy we feel it's going to be to work with. The new technology is designed by people that understand games. This is games hardware brought to us by a games company.
I think Sony has given everyone a chisel, and they can create this piece of artwork with the chisel. If you make one mistake, you can't erase that mistake. Where the Nintendo is like a pencil, where you can go through, create your world. If you make mistakes, it's easy to go back and optimize things the way you need to optimize them.
People are going to be able to focus on creating the game rather than, struggling with the hardware. It's basically going to be an incredibly powerful machine that's going to be easy to program, and say you get 90% of the maximum peak out of it straight out of the box. You're not going to have to sit there and worry about coming up with the technology and milking the hardware that'll allow you to create great games.
Pushing more polygons is important, but what they've really done is optimize the system to make the best video game performance rather than the best polygon performance.
We're telling stories like we've never told before, and all of the ideas that we really wanted to convey, we can do this with the new technology.
Now you're going to see that people can produce great stories, great content, really start to come to the forefront. And I think it's a time where the people who really create great games are really going to stay there.
The machine is so capable. We are able to very closely deliver what we really want to show the players. It's wonderful for our designers. You've seen the sort of things that we can do with N64. I mean, this is a whole order of magnitude measure. This is the first 3D platform that really will give us the ability to show you what we want to show.
The graphics people saw how the technology guys reacted, started